Are you tired of spending hours and hours filling out columns and cells in your spreadsheets and would prefer to have AI do it? What I'm going to show you today is how to use AI to fill out those fields for you using a simple plugin and Google Sheets. I'm Mark DeGrasse, founder of AI Branding Academy, and if you're like me, you've used spreadsheets quite a bit for planning, for tracking, for accounting, a whole bunch of different reasons. And chances are you don't know every single formula you need in order to make those spreadsheets as efficient as possible. The good news is that you can now connect your Google Sheets to OpenAI or ChatGPT in order to actually run prompts on specific columns and fill out information fast. I'm going to show you a demo of how I did that for one of my podcasts. It's called Dads in Autism Land. And instead of having to create individual descriptions and titles and tags for a new series of shorts, I was able to do it in minutes using a ChatGPT plugin on Google Sheets to make it so much faster. All right, here's the spreadsheet. Looks pretty simple. What I did was I actually used another brand called Opus in order to take a long form podcast and turn it into shorts. So it made about 30 shorts. I'd picked 25 of them. Problem is that even if you get the shorts and you have the transcription from the shorts, you still have to make a title, you have to make a description, and you have to make tags if you want to post it, effectively on YouTube. So what I did was I made this spreadsheet. I basically numbered each one of the shorts. I did pull the title from the original. I pulled the transcription from each one, and then I have the full episode that I want to refer to in the shorts in this column. So these are kind of like the fields that you have to fill out. Then what I did was I used a extension. You can see it right here. It's called GPT for Sheets and Docs, and it allowed me to essentially run a prompt and then fill out a whole bunch of fields at once. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Now, the installation, go and look that up online. It's pretty simple. Anybody can do it. You do have to connect it to a API through OpenAI. So it's going to actually, pull points. It uses very little. All this work that I did, and I filled out about 25 of these fields, and each one runs a custom prompt based on specific specs that you'll see me show you in a second. It cost, I think, 7 cents. So pretty cheap, and it saved me hours of work. Then what I did was I sent this sheet to my VA, and then she's actually posting all the videos, but it's all, efficient, or it's all optimized content to get traffic. So I'm going to show you how to do it really quickly. When you go in here and you open up GPT for Sheets, you can see it under extension. You'll go there and say open. Then you'll get this little column on the side. I just use the bulk AI tools, and then you'll see custom prompt. So if you click on that, all you have to do is essentially, I put it on the field I was trying to modify, just one of them, not all of them. I wrote my prompt. I'll show you that in a second. You choose the column you want the results to be put in, and then you could say how many rows. So I would say, okay, I want this. I have, 25 videos, so I want 25 rows. And then it actually ran the prompt, pulling the individual data from each row into the prompt in order to give me, each one of these custom titles that are optimized in a bunch of different ways. So I'm going to show you what those look like to give you an idea of how you can do it yourself. So if we go down here, this is going to be the title. So in this case, I said review the, and then I put this, and you'll see insert variables. So I put the transcription, review the transcription, then create a title for a YouTube Shorts video based on best practices. Include a single relevant hashtag keyword in the title, which mentions autism or autism fatherhood, should not be longer than 100 characters total. Then I said put results in the column. It's going to go in E for new title. And finally, I put how many rows I wanted to do. Now, you could run this as many times as you want. You could delete it, and then it just goes. Then I went to the next column, and you can see here, if I go back to history, you can see how I made my new description, which of course is on YouTube. And then finally, I did my new tags. But all of this didn't take very long. And instead of me having to, even if you have AI, a lot of times you're having to copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste. That's not efficient use of your time. So in this case, I was able to create the entire spreadsheet in about 30 minutes. And now I'll have my VA actually go and take it to the next step. But extremely efficient, extremely relatively easy. There are some technical aspects in terms of, just finding out where to go. But I just showed you the hard part after you go ahead and install the extension. All right, so that's it. So it's a really quick way to essentially process tons of information, run a custom prompt, get custom information back, and you don't have to go back and forth with ChatGPT. Now, hopefully, we'll get our agents soon, and they'll be able to do those other steps for us. But in the meantime, we're still getting more and more progressive in terms of what you're able to automate using AI and the way you're able to do it without having to code or do anything too complicated. So next time you have to make a spreadsheet and you need to fill out a column with some custom details, go ahead and try this extension. You get tons of work done. Maybe save hours, maybe days of work that you would have had to do. And all it took was one extension and Google Sheets.